In this video I will show you how to add some details with hard surfaces brush and how to use them with anchor points that will make the difference with and without anchor points. So basically how you use the hard surfaces brush here. You can see that we have a hard surfaces brushes that are here and yeah, basically it will involve into our it will make influence into our normal map. So what I will do, I will go into the paint layer here and I will just go just above the base paint here and I will make a new fill layer, sorry, that I can paint on it. I don't want a fill layer, I want a layer, and on that layer I would like here as option here, I want to make influence into the normal only, so I just remove the height, the roughness, the metal and the color. Okay, and as I want to make to paint into the normal, I will just click and drag maybe a brush from here to the normal informations here. So I will just make maybe this handle circle here and I will just click and drag, and now you can see that you should have normally this. So be careful because there is maybe a feather effect around the edges of the tool, and it's because you still have the alpha shape here, and now it should be totally fine to use. So here what we use with the everything with Alt is for the view in Substance Painter. You can see that left click, Alt left click, Alt middle click, Alt right click here. It's for the view, but if you use the Control key, it will manage your brush, your tool here. So with the Alt left, you will just make a rotation of your tool. With the Alt middle, you will just move it, and with the Alt left here, you will just scale it down or scale it up. Okay, be careful to not use sometimes here, yeah, for the left click, if you make a Control left click and turn right or left, go right or left, you will manage the opacity. But if you make Control left click and go up and down, you will just manage the rotation. Okay, so what it will do basically, if I paint on it just now, it will make this, and you can see that okay, we have nice details that we can add into our model just with that. But we have a problem here. If you see, really it doesn't match really the rest of the design, and it doesn't take all the metal scratches and even maybe not the dirt for that, but at least the metal scratches that we could add on that. And it's because by default here the mask editor doesn't take in consideration this one, because it doesn't have an information, a real geometry, is just normal map for now. So to tell this one to take this as the real informations, we have a little trick to use. It will be the anchor point, and for that let's just rename this as hard surfaces. Okay, and like that we can really follow what we will do after. And yeah, so basically what you have to do, you have to use anchor points, and to use anchor points you just go there and make a right click and add an anchor point. That's it. And the name, basically it's a name, but you can rename it if it's the same name, but you can rename it as you want. But we will keep it hard surfaces, maybe paint, to be sure that we don't make mistake, because it's inside our paint material here. Okay, and what we will do now, it didn't change anything, you will tell me. That's true, because we have to give informations into that mask. It's this that is important. So let's go into that mask editor here, and we will have a few options to manage until we have the nice details into this one. Okay, so let's go down, and you will find at the moment micro details here. Okay, micro details here. You will just open it and you will just enable the micro normals here. Okay, so just on, and you will tell me still nothing, Julian. Yeah, I know. And we will go down again until we find something like micro normal here, uniform color. Okay, and you just click on it and you will just search the anchor point that we did choose. It's not a resource that we wanted, the anchor point. Okay, and it will be the hard surface paint, as you can see. Good. And you will tell me still nothing, Julian. Yeah, I know. And here we have the possibility to go into the normal, and at that point it will give nice information. Okay, and you will have really the possibility to add nice details into your object that will follow the overall look that we did give before. Okay, so it's this that you have to check. Be careful to go into the micro. Here the micro details, enable the micro normal, it's not enabled by default, and go down and into the micro normal information, just give the hard surface paint, so the anchor point that we did create into the hard surface layer here, and just tell that it's not base color but it's normal that we will use on this channel. Okay, and after that we can start to play. So what I will do, I will come back into my hard surface layer here, and I can continue just to paint like that. So I will just erase what I did here. Maybe I will not keep it like that for now. I will keep enable here the symmetry here, just to be sure. Just turn around and you will see the line that is here, and I come back to my paint tool here, and we can start to add some nice little details into our model. So the first thing I would like to do is add some little screws everywhere. So to do that, I will choose a model of screw. You can see that you have a lot over there that you can paint with it. Maybe just a classical cross round, just screw like that. So just click and drag your model here. Verify if it works well, make Ctrl Z if it works well. It's a big screw that we have, so Ctrl left click, Ctrl right click, sorry, to manage this. Okay, and then when you have the good size, I would say this one is good. Okay, we can start to add some everywhere into the paint layer. Just be careful, it will not work into the Canon here because it's not the Canon metal layer here. Everything that we can manage for now, it's on the paint layer, and we will just manage it like that, add here and there. And yeah, you can try to just follow the corners of the design here, and yeah, more or less it's quite easy to add, nothing crazy, just follow the lines, maybe one here, one there. Okay, not too much, just to show that yeah, it's some parts that need a screwdriver to manage. Okay, maybe one here, one in the corner here. And just like that, it will give already a feel that, oh, okay, it's really something hard surface now, and you will have this kind of feeling with that. Just to add some screws, it's easy. It's not a crazy effect, but very efficient. Okay, so now we have more or less what we want. Maybe we would like just to add one here and there. You can see that it follows the surface, so if it's for example here, you can see that it will really follow the surface, and this is very good. I like it. And maybe one over there here. Good. So now we did add screws into this, and maybe we would like to add a little more details and other kind of nice shapes that we have here, and we can play a little with all these shapes after. So for example, here we have one that I like to use in this kinds of model is this one kind of switch that you can use. So here it's in the middle, and here it's totally turned off or on depending, and here you will go there, and maybe on that one I will scale it up a little, try to follow the lines as much as possible. So for that one, something around there. Maybe I will not put it here. I will see where it can be good to use. Yeah, here was good actually. Let's try to do that over there. Okay, and now we have a nice switch over here. So that's why it's really important to understand this method, because after you can just play with that and add details here and there very easy, very quickly, just like this. This one needs to be a little less big. Okay, and you will have really the feeling that it will be hard surface with those things. Okay, so here and there I will add a few more maybe. What we have over here, I would like something to fill the space over there. Maybe the one that we did use in the beginning wasn't a bad idea, or something. I would like a handle, maybe something like this or like that. I will check for this two here. I will just click and drag this and scale it up a little, not that much. Yeah, just to have this kind of feeling over there. Okay, it's not that bad, but it's not really what I want to use for now. Maybe something like this will be better. Yeah, definitely better. And yeah, I like it like this. I would like to come back to the screws here, because I would like to add into the loader some of them. So let's go over here, click and drag, control left, control right click. Yeah, when you switch from Blender to another software, I mean from a software to another in 3D, and that they change the interface, how to navigate into the 3D view, and that the shortcuts are not the same, it can be a good exercise for the brain. So you will have to adapt yourself a little. Yeah, just like that. I will add a few more over there. Nothing crazy, yeah? Just to add a few and to make feel that is hard surface again. And now we are good, I think, for adding details into that space. Maybe a little switch over there, just above this surface, something a little more like let's make a rotation on that and switch, and add a switch here. Let's see how it will look. Good, I like that. So after you can turn around your model and see if it needs more details. Maybe over here I can add another like this handle that we did use before. Just put it here, but be careful just to remove here at that point the symmetry, because it will not work. Okay, and put back the symmetry after in case, and like this you have nice detail on top. Again, yeah, maybe with, whoops, again maybe on top of the model or under the model. Sometimes it can be good to add one or two, yeah, depending on what you want to use. Maybe for this one I will use a kind of vent that we have here. Okay, just remove for that one like this and adapt well the design, and just after click and you will have a new shape that makes things a little more interesting. Okay, it can be there to just to show you. Maybe I will not keep it. It can be over there too. This one here I will not keep it like that, but just to show that it's possible to add details on top too. Okay, so for now into this layer, so into the paint shader, I can just keep it like that, and we did add hard surfaces informations on that, and we will make exactly the same into the Canon metal. Okay, so I will just close that one and go into the Canon metal, add and make exactly the same kind of thing. So I will not add this into the rubber, into the gunmetal here. I will add it into the gunmetal. I will just go over here and add a new layer this time, something that I can paint on it. And this layer will be the hard surfaces, metal. Okay, and we will use exactly the same technique. So if we are here, we have this. I would like just to use only normals on that, so it's already enabled like I want. It's good. And just to make a test, I will just paint into my layer over here, and we have that. But we would like to add the nice edges that we did put here. So to make it enter in consideration, we will select here the mask editor and manage it like before. We will go here just before the image input. We have the micro details here. We enable the micro normal, and we go down until the micro normal here. You click on it, select the anchor point. That's this that I didn't make. To select an anchor point, you have to create it first. So I create it here and come back here, go there, anchor point, select this, and it should be okay if I choose the normal here. And you see that now I have the nice edges on that. Good. So let's come back into our hard surface metal here. I will just erase that and start to work a little with what we have over there. So what I would like to do, just add some screws to nothing crazy. Just click and drag here, make it down to have exactly the same size compare the others. Okay, and just add a few over here and there, just to add some details, little details. Nothing crazy, just to make it a little more interesting. We will not have a lot to add on that. Maybe I will make the turn here as well. So just by doing this, and that, we will be good. And maybe something like the turn I made, more or less the same size, the same kind of thing, just starting here and follow the line. Okay. Maybe this one needs to be a little more here. Good. So we have the possibility to make the same over there. Good. So now we have nice little details. If you want, you can add more if you want here, like for example a switch or whatever. You can see that there are a lot. You can even download some hard surface brushes on internet, and after you can import if you want the resources into your into Substance Painter. There are a lot available for ZBrush or for other things like that, but yeah, you can use hard surfaces like this, and it will give more details into your object. Maybe for me, I will not add crazy things too much here. Maybe one here and one there, but yeah, not that much, just to show. Or maybe a little one here and a few there, just like that. Okay, we are good to go. I think we have already all the details that we need on that. For the anchor points, that's what I wanted to show you. So really this technique is important to understand, and it will be the same if you want to add some dirt into it. For example, we can notice that here you have only the edges but not the dirt in some places like that, for example. So if I come back here, if you want to use it for the dirt, sometimes it gives a good effect, sometimes not, depending on what you want. But here you will go for the same kind of system. You will manage here the dirt, you will go into micro normal, select the hard surface here, go into normal, okay, and tell that here micro details will be enabled for micro normals here, and you can see that, okay, with and without, you have several options like that. Maybe with is good finally, and I will keep it like this, okay, and I will do the same for here the Canon metal as well, with the dirt that we have here. So with the dirt, I select the mask, I go into micro details, I enable it, search the micro normal, the anchor point here, and tell that it's on normal. Okay, good. And now you will have the dirt, the dust into your layer, just like that. Okay, so that's it for this technique. Nothing crazy, but I think really something that you have to remember if you want to use correctly this technique of adding some nice details with hard surfaces. And into the next layer, I will show you how to paint some strips and how to add more details into your paint layer. Like for example, we would like this to be maybe in black, or yeah, just to paint some parts and to make some nice strips into it. And maybe we will add some light as well, because we have here some interesting spaces that we could fill with light as well. So we will do this into the next video.